up your bikes and feel the heat. It's time for another very special episode of Like a Podcast, aka Podcast Gago Toku. I'm Jordan. With me, as always, is Argyle.
Hello! Why is this a very special episode?
It's the fucking finale of Yakuza 0.
It's the fucking finale!
You're listening to the triumphant sub-story music now. And
yay!
Because we've completed our first game on the podcast, we got, 9 more to go? They just announced the release date of Yakuza 7, by the way. It's in November, so fucking get excited for that.
With the full English dub.
With the full English. They've been doing that now. I think we're just gonna get dubs for every game now.
Yeah, I guess we're just gonna get dubs. Unfortunate.
I for one will never ever experience a Yakuza dub, so...
Ever,
yeah.
Ever.
I'm a subs only boy, but that's not the point this week. This week we're here to celebrate and bury, celebrate the life and death of Yakuza 0.
I thought you were about to say salivate. This week we're here to salivate.
I'm gonna eat the disc. I'm gonna microwave my copy of Yakuza 0.
Kiryu rings a bell, and then we both salivate and we say yes, we like it. This is my choice. A 21 slime shotgun salute. Yeah, we missed a week last week. We missed a week because I got the Roni, boys. I got
the macaroni virus.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Coronavirus.
Well,
it fucking sucks.
At least, yeah,
I had a pretty mild case, but it still sucked. I hate it.
I'm still here.
Still kind of recovering, but I'm good. I'm good now.
The power of Yakuza.
I'm dead, but I'm fine.
Yeah.
I got bitten
the
by an
skeleton
emu.
Crew.
I got bitten by an emu. Yeah.
I've heard that the macaroni virus makes you just irresistible to large flightless birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, besides that, glad you're okay. Glad you're not dead. We'll see how the next leg of the podcast as we move further into 2020, how it turns out for all of us. But for now, let's talk about Yakuza 0, the final chapter, shall we?
The finale.
Not chapter?
Not chapter 17.
No, it's chapter finale.
It's chapter finale.
My favorite number of the alphabet.
What's the name of the chapter?
It's Miracle Johnson voice black and white. It's Pokemon Black and White.
It's Pokemon Black and White version 2. Do you want to do the recap for us?
The recap? Like the whole chapter?
No, there's a recap at the beginning.
Of the previously ons? Oh, I always skip those. We do a podcast where we recap them. Previously on, listen to all the episodes of our podcast.
We get special recap music for this one, and the narrator is and
the narrator's
cool.
Extra excited.
Yeah, the narrator's will Majima and Kiryu take their seats in the halls of legend? I don't know, we'll find out.
Will Majima and Kiryu survive to the next game? Probably.
Will Kiryu be in the next 6 games? Where he's on the cover? Who knows?
How will it turn out for this predetermined series of events? So I took 14 pages of notes this week because it was a very long chapter. So I think we should crack on and just really get into it. So we start the chapter. Majima is at the hospital sitting outside to make sure if Makoto and Tsukiyama are okay from their respective gunshot wounds. He's very worried, but the operating room light goes off and the surgeon comes out and looks at Majima, and then she says, "Who are you?" Excuse me.
Who?
Do I know?
What?
Why
do you know her?
What's this dentist
sir,
doing?
Sir, how did you get in here?
This is an operating room, not a dentist's office.
Visiting hours are over. What are you doing here? Get out.
Did you notice that the surgeon was wearing some kind of open-toed slippers?
I did not notice that.
I don't know if that's a Japanese thing or if that's just this surgeon is fucking out of her mind that she's operating, and she's covered in blood, by the way.
Yeah, she is fucking covered in blood.
She's wearing sandals.
She was eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in there, and she just got it all over her smock.
she was like, "Oh, I should have brought some napkins for these buffalo wings." Makoto is stable, but, and I love this doctor, really cranking up the tension where she's like, she could wake up in an hour or never.
Yeah, she could wake up in an hour, in a few days, or maybe never. Who knows?
Cool. And then
we'll just sit around and wait.
Yeah.
Who wants to just sit here and find out? You know, we'll just have a fun time. You want a sandwich?
Who are you?
Want some buffalo wings?
By the way, I don't know who you are, but I am going to tell you that there's a chance that this woman may never wake up. Our good friend Masaru Sera is here as well. He okay.
And she recognizes him.
Oh yes, Chairman Sarah. What I don't remember his fucking title right now. Patriarch Sarah, President Sarah of the Nikio Consortium. Good to see you. This doctor is up for anything, by the way, because Masaru Sarah is like, Makoto's in danger. We can't keep her here at this hospital. We need to move her. And the doctor, we need to move her and the doctor to somewhere more defensible. And it's like, did he like ask the doctor? Is she just used to this? Is she like down?
I mean,
for whatever?
presumably she works for Sarah. I mean, she knows who Sarah is, and like,
well, everyone knows who Sarah is. He's Masaru Sarah.
It's Masaru Sarah. Every time Masaru Sarah is not on screen, people should be asking.
He's Masaru Sarah from Yakuza. We all know him. So then Sarah basically tells Majima that he's no longer needed in the story of Yakuza 0, and he can just kind of keep it tight and keep it loose and hang around until the game is over. And he's just like, okay. Yeah.
Majima won't be going with Makoto to wherever she's going. He's going to wrap up some business with the Dojima family.
He's going to single-handedly fuck up the entire Dojima family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we did that in chapter 1, so, like, it's, not
That's
that
true.
big a deal.
Dude, there's some big ring theory vibes in this chapter. There's a couple things where it's like, oh, it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But since this is the final chapter, that's a really dangerous thing to do. And Sarah says, "Don't, Majima, no. If you go there, you might not come back.
You might have to fight some dudes in a bathroom." But one less dude, because one of them, the guy with the knife, did get absolutely murdered by Kusei.
Oh, he got his skull fucking shattered.
He got really destroyed.
He's a headless skeleton now.
We go to the Dojima family office. All of the three, two fail sons, one success son, Dojima and Laogui are there. He says, "Good job, Shibusawa. You're my number one favorite boy.
Shibusawa. I love you and only you."
Yeah, you win. He gets the kiss from Daddy, just like
you're getting the kiss from Daddy. Come here,
so he gives
get your kiss, and you're the only one that's getting any presents this Christmas.
Yeah, he gives him Daddy's kiss and makes him and says, "Guess your captain now." Awano,
you're my captain now. Haha.
Haha. Yep. Shibusawa says, like, there's some things that we need to do. We need to kill everyone in the Kazuma family. They're all Kazuma's puppets. We'll kill Kazuma in jail, but Awano says, "Are we gonna kill Kazuma in jail?" And then Shibusawa says, like, "Are you fucking baby? Are you little boy? Is that all you think you need to do? No, you gotta kill them all."
We're killing Kazuma, his family, the Nikio Consortium, and Tachibana Real Estate. We're killing fucking all of them, dude.
We gotta kill all the members of Tachibana Real Estate. We also probably, he didn't say it, but they gotta kill Yamanoi and Marina, and, all of Kiryu's employees. They're gonna cut Nugget's head off and eat him.
Oh no.
Well, they'll have the bowling alley lady do it for him. Yeah, it's gonna be a big spring cleaning. And then Dojima's like, "My son, my boy, he's got the taste for blood. I'm proud of him.
I'm so proud of my boy. Come here, let me give you another kiss."
Kiss from Daddy. Kiryu is back at the empty lot for no particular reason. I think it's just
I mean, he's just hoping maybe Makoto will turn up there.
Yeah, he's like, well, maybe the woman who, as far as I can tell, is blind will find her way back to the empty lot. I think it's genuinely because there's only like 2 locations in Kamurocho where Kiryu knows that he'll maybe run into Nishiki.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nishiki reports that no one has seen Makoto. No one from Little Asia has been able to find her.
But
and then he says, yeah.
You ever heard of this guy, Majima?
Have you fucking heard of this guy?
You heard of this Majima guy?
He came by Sarah and he really gave it to me.
Yeah, he gave me the boots medium style, and he was like, hey man, like, you know where Makoto is?
He literally tells Kiryu, he's like, first he beat the shit out of Kashiwagi by himself in single combat, and also, like, he beat me up so bad that, like, it was a no-hit, no-damage run.
Yeah, I didn't stand a chance, man. He fucking kicked my ass. So, I mean, I just told him where Makoto is. He said he was going to protect him. I don't know, man.
But don't worry, he's not. We don't think he's on Dojima's payroll. So that's good for us. And then Kiryu says, I don't know anything. And that's the end of the sentence. He just says, I don't know anything. And then he gets a page. Yeah, as a separate sentence, he says, we gotta protect Makoto. Probably because it was like Tachibana's last wish or something. Yeah, and then ring theory time. He gets a page from an unknown number, and then what's the final objective of the first task of the final objective? Find a payphone, just like the beginning of the Yakuza, just like at the beginning of the game. But first, on the way to the payphone, but when Kiryu looks at his pager and he says, "I can't afford to sit here and watch the clock tick by. Find a payphone." But first, Kiryu heads to the Sugita building to finish what he started.
He says, oh, there's a phone there. I could go there.
There's definitely a phone there, and I'll try not to call Dolce Kamiya again.
There's like 3 phone booths on the way there, but, you know, I don't like using those. People are looking at me while I'm in there, and I feel uncomfortable.
Makoto's missing, and things are getting really hairy, but first I gotta go do some real estate, see Nishiki. So, we go back to Sugita. Yamanoi is missing, as we recall.
He's still missing.
Yeah, he's been missing for many chapters. Everything was taken out of the safe. All of the deeds, all the paperwork, all the money. Marina's there.
All the bunny.
She says the only person who had the combination to the safe was Yamanoi. So the only person who could have stolen them was Yamanoi. Leisure King and Electronics King are here. They run inside. They report to him that Yamanoi must be with the Finance King, because they probably bought him out, and Yamanoi, even though he's good boy capitalist, Electronics King says that any amount of money can make you bad boy capitalist. Gambling King is here too. He just runs in. 3 out of the 5 kings are now here, because they all work for us now. And he has more bad news. The Finance King has sent his goons to attack all of our businesses across Kamurocho, and the only option now is to go have a final boss fight with the Finance King. The other kings are gonna stay there and hold off the thugs. And the Leisure King says that they're at the Billionaire's room, which is that boardroom that we saw later. And there's a nondescript other king that we don't need to discuss who has a car for us, and they don't say anything weird or gross or problematic, so we can just...
Nice.
Yeah, don't you love the generic, just the other king?
Hello, Kiryu. I'm the Automobile King. You haven't
I'm the Automobile King. I'm the one that isn't really problematic. There's never been another one. There's only 4 kings, and
My special thing is that I have a car.
I own a car, and I don't want to give you a funny kiss. So Kiryu takes the car with the Automobile King to the Billionaire's room. Yamanoi is there with the Finance King. All, quote unquote, all of the deeds are there on the table, by which you mean 4 sheets of 8.5 by 11 paper and 1 manila envelope is all of our properties.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Just Kiryu's, it's very, very, very low key. Finance King tells Kiryu that every man has a price, and it's all about the money, and even though Yamanoi has a good heart, you can always be bought out. Kiryu asks Yamanoi what happened to stopping the money game, but Yamanoi isn't talking. Finance King sicks his boys on Kiryu. He says it's the best goons that money can buy. Lao Gui is also there again, because we find out later that he's the best
It's the
assassin.
same guys that Majima beat up in Cabaret Grand.
It's really convenient, because he says that later someone says that Lao Gui is the most expensive hitman in Asia. So we have to fight two guys in a shitty tiny boardroom. It's kind of an irritating fight. But you do it. You beat him up. Finance King is like impressed, but he says, it's too late. I'm going to use all these deeds, and I'm going to take this real estate over, and I'll use this city to make billions. No, trillions! So he's gonna become a super billionaire. If only there was a word for that. All of a sudden, Yamanoi pulls out a fucking gun. It was Yamanoi's trick. He was using the deeds to lure the Finance King, and he's gonna
Why didn't he do this sooner?
Because he needed to wait till he had a monopoly on the fucking Kamurocho real estate business.
Yeah, all right.
He's gonna pop Finance King in the brains. Finance King immediately capitulates and says, I'll give you any amount of money, and I'll turn myself into... And then, are you... This is great. Finance King, like, he doesn't believe it. Or, sorry, Yamanoi's like, I don't believe you. The only option is for me to splatter your brains all over the wall. I don't know why I'm talking like this now. But all of a sudden...
lucky, punk.
Yeah, I'm cool Yamanoi now. I'm not that old man who gets shoved to the ground anymore. I'm an old man who's gonna fuck you up. But all of a sudden, Marina interrupts, and the sad music plays, and she explains, she says, no, Yamanoi, if you murder this landlord, you'll be the only one left in town, and therefore, by default, you'll be the worst one. She says that she won't allow him to,
Look, if you kill a landlord, if you kill a killer, then there's still one,
Yeah,
you don't decrease the amount of killers in the world, or the amount of landlords. You do decrease the amount of landlords.
I would give Yamanoi props for killing the Finance King, except he's already got a monopoly on the real estate in Kamurocho, and he's he's one of the two real estate landlords in Kamurocho, and if he kills the Finance King, then he becomes 1 out of 1, and therefore he also needs to go.
But he's the good one.
He's the nice one who says that he cares about his tenants. Marina explains also that she's a fucking cop and has been this entire time, so Marina's canceled. I didn't know this, by the way. I've never played this part of the game before, so I never knew Marina as a cop. And I was very upset about it. She explains that she went undercover to find the mastermind of the money game, but don't worry, Kiryu, they don't need to kill the bad landlord, because he's gonna go to jail. Thanks for helping me be a fucking rat.
Yay.
They turn around to go back to the office, leaving the Finance King in a room with a gun right in front of him. He grabs the gun and says he's gonna kill everyone and become a trillionaire. Kiryu, just kicks the ever-loving shit out of him in what I thought was an extremely easy final boss fight of the real estate. I mean, this guy goes down very easily.
Yeah, the Media King was way harder than this guy.
Yeah, the Media King is 100 times harder.
Imagine that. It's not very hard to beat up an old man.
Kiryu has no qualms about beating the shit out of a rich old man. And then instead of this rules though, because the second you beat him, instead of getting the complete domination, then we have completely dominated this man and stomped on his balls, which he likes. Some very familiar music plays. It's the classic Yakuza theme.
We're not gonna play it yet.
We're not gonna play it yet. We're not there yet, but we unlock Kiryu's legend style, Dragon of Dojima style, which we'll talk about later. Finance King is being arrested with many charges. Yamanoi is sad because he realizes that both him and Finance King are both horrible capitalists, and he says that money is bad. And then Kiryu says, and I've done some sort of interpretation of his line, because Yamanoi says, like, money is all, money corrupts absolutely, and Kiryu says, no, money can be good if good people have it. And he says, depending on how you spend the money, it can be used to improve a city and change the lives of the people who live in it. And that's why, and this is me doing some sort of subtext interpretation. He says, that's why it's important to take all the money away from the billionaires and the landlords and use it for public good to build housing and healthcare for everyone.
That's why I'm expropriating all the money that we've made.
That's why
I'm giving away all of our properties and just
giving it
letting
all to the people
who run the business own them.
I'm going to let them live their lives, and I'm going to give up my real estate monopoly, and I'm just going to, I'm going to pay all my taxes, is what he says. He definitely doesn't say that it's important that only the good people have the money. He doesn't say that. That's Yakuza Legends. This is the line that fucking kills me dead, is when Marina says, the other billionaires, just a reminder of, like, what some of the other billionaires did. Like, there was the extortion and the fucking sex trafficking and all of this horrible stuff, right? And so Marina says, but don't worry, because they were just following orders. She says they were just following orders, which is an excuse, and they were following the Finance King's orders, so they will be going to jail. But this sucks, Argyle. I hate this. She says, instead of sending them to prison, they'll get light sentences, and instead they'll come and work at, and this is a direct quote from Marina the cop, our office. So
it's
instead
community service.
It's community service by working for Kiryu and Yamanoi's private real estate business to make them more money for the crimes they did. This makes no sense.
That makes perfect sense. They're being their punishment good for landlords now.
Their punishment for good capitalism crimes is being allowed to roam the streets freely as long as they work at the real estate business and make more money. I hate it. I hate it so much. Marina says that Kamurocho will always be okay because Kiryu's there. Kiryu says, what if I, in another game, am not in Kamurocho? And she says, don't worry, I think you'll always find your way back to the city. Haha. And then she smiles at the camera. And then we're back at the office where I guess this office is like a fucking penal workforce now. where all of the billionaires are forced to work. I hate it. It sucks.
You know what though? You still pay them, so it's not like
it's not like they're doing it for free.
Yeah, it's not unpaid prison labor.
No, it's like they get paid exactly as much as they always got paid, even though they did horrible crimes.
I mean, look, look.
Yep.
No unpaid labor.
No,
we're paying our labor.
We would hate that. I'm sure we'll never be talking about the Japanese prison system on this podcast, so we'll never learn about what that's like. Kiryu,
it's like this. Office. It's fun.
It's fun, and it plays the triumphant sub-story music. Kiryu is at the office. For some reason, he's giving a speech before they open for the day. He says that they got to restore Kamurocho to its former glory and repair the damages that the Finance King did. And let's make this city a better place. And then Marina tells him that an important client is coming. And then she, one last time, tells him to put on his glasses because she's just into that. And then we get this, like, first-person shot of Kiryu, of, like, someone walking into the office. And all of the fucking imprisoned billionaires are there. And Kiryu, and he says, my name is Kiryu. How can we help you today? And he smiles. And that's the end. And I was not.
And the landlord says, "I'm really looking to evict all of my tenants."
Yeah, I'm looking to evict all my tenants and change all of these units into Airbnbs. And I was just wondering if you could help me do that. And Kiryu says, "With pleasure," and he smiles.
Yay!
Yay! He says, I'm having a squatter problem. Can you use your techniques that your best friend Oda taught you to help me fix this squatter problem? And Kiryu said, I'll do it for free.
I love Oda.
One thing you gotta know about the finale of Yakuza 0 is that it's kind of pro Oda. Okay.
Proda.
It's kind of Proda. Let's get back to business. What happens next?
Yeah, so you after all of that, Kiryu finally goes to find a phone. And he calls the number, and it's Sarah. It's our good friend Sarah. Yeah. He's in Little Asia. He wants to speak to Kiryu in person. So you go there. You go to Master. It's not Master Chin.
Elder Chin.
Why do I keep saying Master Chin?
Because you just think he's the master.
So
he's the master or something.
You go to Elder Chin's restaurant, and and Elder Chin is like, "Thank you, Kiryu, for all you've done. For Tachibana. Even though he died, we know you did all you could. The citizens of Little Asia, thank you."
Mm-hmm. Thank you for protecting Makoto. It's so sad that she was shot over the land. And then what if a father's love for his daughter condemned his granddaughter? It's a tragedy.
Yeah, I got this email from myself that says all of this.
I sent myself a page. It's code 99837455132 is just my whole speech about Tachibana's grandpa.
Yeah, yeah, everybody knows what that means.
Yeah, everyone. Kiryu's like, even I, an idiot, know what that one means.
Yeah, I mean, I've never even had a pager, and I know what that one means. Sarah's
like, I got some bad news, Kiryu. Makoto was shot in a cutscene, so it actually matters this time. Kiryu's like, oh, what happened? And then Masaru Sarah explains the plots of chapters 15 and 16, Scattered Light and Proof of Love to Kiryu, so he knows what happens. Mm-hmm. And that the Dojimas are hard at work on the revitalization project.
But actually, no, there's no but. He says, Kiryu, he says, Kiryu, you should leave Kamurocho.
I like Sarah's role in the story is to tell both of the main characters to stop participating in the plot for the end of the game.
Yeah, everything will turn out fine if you don't do anything. So
what if that's how the game ended? What if the game ended with Kiryu and Majima both just leaving Kamurocho for a while, and then they come back in a month and everything's just kind of sorted out?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
And he reveals that Kazuma has planned the whole time, because he's epic chess master.
Even though I'm pretty sure that, like, we've gotten this reveal, like, 9 times.
Yeah, I feel like we have.
I feel like every time we talk to any character, they're like, and Kazuma was behind it the whole time. He's the one who told, like, I know Kazuma.
I'm pretty sure we've learned this before, but it's presented like it's new information, so I wrote it down. That he has planned the whole time for the Nikyo Consortium and Sarah to get the empty lot, so that they could take over the Kamurocho revitalization project, and that will, like, install Sarah as the next successor to the, like, chair of the Tojo clan instead of Dojima.
Kiryu having been told this, Kiryu having been told this information for, like, the 16th time in the game is like, oh, I never knew. My dad, he's been playing chess this whole time. And then Sarah explains to Kiryu that Kazuma also is an important part of his life, and that
Kazuma is also my dad.
He's my dad too. That makes us brothers. Kazuma promised also or he made Sarah promise to take care of Kiryu's murder charge. In a way that, as far as I can tell, is never actually explained by the end of the game how he gets out of it, given the plot circumstances that happen later. But he once again reiterates that for right now, for all they can do is sit around and wait for Makoto to wake up. And then Kiryu says, "No, he says no." Oh, and also Sarah says, we moved Makoto to a boat that's tied up in Tokyo Pier. We moved her here because there's a boat that is featured in Yakuza Kiwami, and we wanted to just make some assets in advance so we could have it for when we need it in the next game. I am 100% convinced of this, to the point that when you go to the boat in Yakuza Kiwami, I'm 90% sure it's the same boat.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it out. It might be the same boat in real life.
Like boat. Yeah.
It's just Sarah's boat.
It's Sarah's boat, and it's just a very convenient circumstance for the developers when they had to make the textures and the levels. Kiryu says it's time to meet up with Nishiki. He says, I don't know where I'll find Nishiki. I have no way of contacting him.
He's probably hanging out with bearded homeless man in West Park.
He's probably, he literally says, if I go to West Park, he'll probably show up, and then he does.
Yeah, he shows up before you get to, like, you're standing outside the entrance to West Park, and Nishiki's like, wow.
If we get the Nishiki point of POV Yakuza 0 mod, there'll be a part where he's like, I gotta meet up with Kiryu. If I go to West Park, he'll probably think I'm there for some reason. And then he's like, I knew it. The Dojima family is on their way to the Kazuma family office, ready to start shit. He explains literally the exact same thing that Sarah just told us about how Shibusawa wants to purge the Kazuma family and everyone involved.
Yeah, but Kiryu's stupid and he needs to...
Yeah, Kiryu's like, oh, the Shibusawa family wants to purge the Kazuma family. This is...
Kazuma's been planning this all along for the Nikyo Consortium to get the empty lot.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Makoto Makimura is Tachibana's brother. Huh?
It's Tetsu. You had it right.
It is Tetsu. Man, my brother really owned me on the Discord the other day, huh?
Yeah.
So, and then it's time for a little fight. Just a little one.
It's time for a little fight. You just fight some Dojima goons.
Yeah, those Dojima goons are like, we're here to kick your ass instead, and whatever. And then Kiryu tells Nishiki to go to the Kazuma office and tell Kashiwagi to lay low, go somewhere quiet, go to like a truck rental place to hide out, and just, stay there for the rest of the game. We beat up the dudes, because it's Yakuza and it's the end of the game. We have no reason to dwell on these fights anymore. And then we go to the Kazuma office to see what's up, and oh boy, who's this? Who's this boy?
It's Kuze!
Oh, Kuze's here for one more time?
Kuze's here again.
He's here to get humiliated again? Kuze no likey? Kuze's not happy with this. So yeah, the street has already been cleared, and Kuze has basically set up his like boss fight area for you.
Yeah, he's like, well, I told the boys not to do anything yet. I told them to clear out, because it's just gonna be me and you, bud. We're just gonna have one last fight.
Kiryu says, Kuze, have I ever told you the definition of insanity, Albert Einstein? But Kuze explains that he got some
Kuze, have you played Far Cry 3?
Kuze, have you played my favorite video game, Far Cry 3? And he says, well, Kiryu, you see the difference is that this time I've got more health bars, and I think that's really gonna help me this time. Kiryu says one of my favorite lines of this chapter, where he said, right now I'd rather fight 100 Tojo punks than go one-on-one with you right now.
Yeah.
And then Kuze, he's like, Kiryu, the only thing driving me at this point is man's pride. If a man has pride, he can die with a smile on his face. Let's see who has more pride. And if I lose this fight, I'm never showing up in another one of these games, because it's just going to be too embarrassing.
I promise this time.
This time it'll be different.
That's it. It'll be different. If I beat you, you've beaten me 4 times now, but if I beat you this one time...
If I go 4-1 with you, I think that means I come out as the winner in the end, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he tells Kiryu to hit him like he's trying to kill him. But you know what? I think Kiryu might have a little trick up his sleeve, because Kiryu has Dragon of Dojima style. So, Dragon of Dojima style is literally just a throwback to the fighting style of Yakuza.
The previous 5 games?
Yeah, the previous 5 games. So if you ever play Yakuza on the PS2, or Yakuza 2 on the PS2, or get the remastered collection, this is basically Kiryu's moveset in all those games, with the unlocks, of the major unlocks kind of already gotten for you. Barring a couple of iconic moves that we'll get to later.
Yeah.
This style is not as because it's Kiryu's basic moveset, right? It's not as flashy as Majima's. It's not really even as raw power. It doesn't have the raw power of Majima's Knife Boy style. But the more heat you get, the better it gets. It has just to kind of talk about what Kiryu can do in the other games. A lot of kicks, a lot of throws. He uses a lot of wrestling moves, which I love. He does drop kicks. He does DDTs, power bombs, all this good stuff on the pavement. Just absolutely destroying people. My all-time favorite move in the Yakuza series is the finishing throw, which is when you do a finisher and you have heat. You can grab people out of the air and then just do all the damage, and it kills them instantly.
Except in 5 it doesn't cost heat. 5 is I think the only one where it doesn't.
I think you can do that at the Dragon Engine games as well, but
yeah, you can. I almost never use it in those, actually.
Yeah, but it's such a good move. It's so strong. Also, every move has a double finisher on Dragon style, so press triangle once, do one finisher, press it again, you do an even stronger finisher. There's a counter called twist counter, I think. It's
twist counter. You just press you lock on and you press circle as someone's attacking you, and you will knock them to the ground, and you get a bunch of heat out of this. It'll fully fill your heat pretty much.
Now, Kiryu has a very famous counter move that we will definitely talk about later, but for story and lore reasons, he is not allowed to have it in this game, so that's why I think they gave him
He
the
has a
twist counter.
Similar one that is activated the same way, but it is not as good.
It's not as good, it's not as strong, and I will not be naming the counter move that Kiryu has, because we'll save it for another day. And if you know it, you know it, so...
You know it.
This it's just very fun. It's it feels very familiar if you played the other games to use this style. Also, we neglected to talk about the fact that when you unlock the legend styles, when you get the invest in yourself menu for it, it literally just gives you overall across the board health, damage, heat move, and heat gauge upgrades for every style. And it basically lets you break the game. If you fully upgrade these things, you will... I mean, I just put some into heat move damage, and it let me do a health bar and a half with every heat move on every enemy, including bosses, so...
Yeah, I didn't bother with any of the attack upgrades, because I'm already, hitting way too hard.
A word of warning. It's tempting. It's tempting in these games when you unlock the option to overpower yourself to do it as much as you can. In my opinion, it kind of ruins the fun, at least on your first playthrough. I way overly utilized this feature in another Yakuza game and beat the final boss in 20 seconds, and I felt really bad about it. So just be smart about the way you choose your upgrades, because you might level
even
up the
with
fun.
Just the default level upgrades in Yakuza 0, I still killed all of the final bosses way too quickly.
You might optimize the fun out of your experience a little bit, so be careful.
It also has some kind of nebulous thing called Yinglong's Light, which incorporates upgrades from other styles. It doesn't elaborate on what this means. I don't know what it means.
You can also drop your heat down to 0 with a certain move. I can't remember what it's called, but
which is useless. You don't want to do that.
In
Yakuza 0, where you have the gear system, where you are way slower. Dragon style is really kind of bad in lower gears. Once you get to third gear, it's fucking killer, and it's really fast.
It's so
strong,
good.
But,
I love it. Dragon style's awesome. Anyways, Kiryu uses his fun new moves to cave Kuzei's face in 20 seconds, and Kuzei is fully destroyed on the ground, and he will never ever fight us again, and he's so embarrassed that he deletes himself from the series and strikes he Trotskys himself out of the series, so no one ever mentions him ever again, because it was so embarrassing that he got beat 5 times in a row by Kiryu. And then he says, "Oh man, you really went and did it. I knew this would happen. Kazuma was trying to keep you from going full Yakuza, but I knew that Dojima would bring you to his level." And there's another guy. This is the weirdest part of this chapter, in my opinion, is when Kuzei says there's another guy who's trying to become a real Yakuza. It's Shibusawa. Shibusawa, who's like a veteran member of the Dojima family. He's in his middle age.
He's got gray hairs. He looks like he's at least 40.
Do you know how at the beginning of the game, of our series, I said that Shibusawa was younger, he's a younger guy? I realized this week that the reason I thought that was because the last time I had played Yakuza 0 was playing this chapter 2 years ago, and the last thing I remember anyone saying about Kuzei is he's a guy, or Kuzei says Shibusawa is a guy who's trying to become a real Yakuza, he's trying to become a real man, and it's well that makes no sense if he's an adult and he's already established in the family. And I think that's how I incepted Shibusawa being a young dude into my brain. But no, this man has gray hair, so
yeah.
What a weird line.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the part where Kuzei is just lying on the ground. He's like, "Fuck, this is our fault. We are responsible for this. If we just hadn't fucked with you, this would have gone over pretty smoothly." Yeah. But and Kazuma knew that. Oh, yeah. we fucked it all up. Fuck.
Turns out Kazuma's right. He's so mad, and he also tells Kiryu that not even Dojima knows this, but Shibusawa told Lao Gui to shoot Makoto, not to kill, so she'd lure him to Sarah by living, and then he's gonna kill Sarah and everyone who ever looked at Kazuma and never associated with him, and that's it. And then Nishiki's here. He has gotten word from Little Asia that the Shibusawa family is leading a raid on Shibuara, which is the like docks, and that's where the Nikio Consortium is, and they gotta go save Makoto. Oh, yeah, and before Kuze says something really funny.
What's he say?
Well, he says like, "Kiryu, you're about to step into the deepest, darkest shit pit of the Yakuza world. It's your choice." And then Kiryu like looks at the camera and he's like, "That's fine. I'm down for whatever at this point. It's content, baby.
It's content."
That's his new slogan is "It's content."
It's now that I noticed a sign on Tenkaichi Street that just says "Video Gun."
Video gun.
Video gun.
That's where Kiryu goes to play his favorite light gun games.
Hell yeah. Anyways, they get in the car and they leave. And then we cut back to Majima, and he's just sitting in Sagawa's secret office, and he's like, "Well, time to go and die."
He's like, "It's what the fuck, Majima?" He's like, "It's my last day on Earth, I guess. Do I want to go prepare? I mean, I'm gonna die."
Yeah, you can go out onto the streets, or you can just go and die.
He just says, "Guess I'll die."
Guess I'll die.
It literally is like when because all the Majima menus are like written in his voice, so he's like, you click on the door and one option's like, might as well hit the town, and the other one just says like shrug emoji, guess I'll die.
Yeah. So you leave, you say guess I'll die, and you leave, and Majima's walking down the street, and he runs into the three guys that beat the shit out of him before.
They're like, "Oh, hello, little guy. Why don't you bow your head and give us your wallet?" That's...
Are you too busy pissing your pants? Why aren't you saying anything?
Majima fucking launches them into the air and does like a Devil May Cry juggle combo on them, and then all of the money flies out and he complete dominations them, and then everyone in Theater Square starts applauding, and Sagawa shows up and gives Majima Employee of the Month.
Wow. Yeah, Sagawa shows up and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? You're just beating the shit out of people now? This is what you do?"
I love Sagawa at this point in the game because he doesn't even know why he's in this game anymore. He like keeps reminding us and Majima that like the story is happening. He's like, "Weren't you supposed to be looking for Makoto?" And then Majima says, "Sagawa, I'm done engaging with your part of the story. I'm going to the Dojima family to kill everyone."
And Sagawa says, "Okay."
Oh, whatever. Majima says she was shot, and then tells Sagawa, like Makoto was shot. He knows where she was. Well, he doesn't know where she is, but he knows what happened to her. And then tells Sagawa to go tell Shimano that no one owns the lot right now, and it's up for grabs. And Sagawa's like, "Wait, she's dead? What?" Yeah.
And Majima says, I really like this part just because this is kind of the person I am.
Yeah.
Where he's like, if anybody makes a move on Makoto, they're fucking dead. I will
even
be
if
there.
it's Shimano. Even if it's Shimano.
Yeah. If Shimano himself does it, like I'll fucking be there. You don't want to know what I'll do.
Sagawa looks at the camera and he says, "You've got the eye of some kind of mad dog."
Whoa, you look like a mad dog, Majima.
Well, you look like some kind of... And you belong to the Shimano family, so maybe you're some kind of mad dog of Shimano, Majima. And then Majima just, like, walks right past him. I love... Majima has gone sicko mode, everyone.
Oh, like, dude, he's fucking lost.
He's got the look in his eye. Like, he says...
He has, like... they do very well, like... They do, like, give him that look in his eye, and he's
having a moment. And so...
He's having a moment.
And then Sagawa's like, "Son of a bitch finally busted out of his cage." And he loves it, by the way. Sagawa's, like, so thrilled that Majima has gone fully Jokered. He's like, "I'm so proud of you, my boy."
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, then we're at the Dojima office, and Majima has already started beating ass without us. Like, we didn't...
Yeah, I mean... Well, yeah, also Majima, as he's just walking down the street, like, the crowd parts before him. Like, they're They're scared.
But they're still clapping though. They're like, we're scared, but
they're
we're
still clapping. Yeah.
Yeah, he did it.
Me too. I'm scared and I'm clapping.
What if Majima had started the final boss fight without us? Because like he's already at the Dojima office.
He's fully out of his cage. He's off his leash. We can't even control him anymore.
Yeah, he's like beating people up, and he's like more bugs showing up to die. Like they walk in, and he's like, "I'll step on all of you." I love him so much. He's my sweet boy. I love him so much.
No DualShock 4 can chain me anymore.
Plug your controller into port 2. See if that'll fix anything, bitches.
It won't.
It won't. Put your controller on the ground. Have you been playing Ghost of Tsushima? I'll delete your save file. I don't know why Majima turned into Psycho-Mantis, but I think it works for me.
You like Super Monkey Ball, bitch?
Fucking yeah, he does. Oh my god. He fills up the completion totals in Yakuza 0 and he's like, "Look you can't tell me what to do. I completed the whole game." So Majima has come fully unleashed. That's why you can't play as him in Kiwami. It's because you can't control him anymore. But he's already in progress beating everyone up, and then more people come in, and he will allow you to control him as he fights.
No, he won't, because we cut back to Kiryu.
Oh right, yeah. He's like you'll have to wait.
He says, "I'm Makoto Makamura's special delivery."
Oh,
the hitman's gonna get your shit.
He fucking says it. He's like, "Special delivery. I'm here to kill all of you." Majima has never killed anyone, by the way. Just a reminder. When he says kill, he means I'm gonna break dance on you.
Well, he doesn't say I'm gonna kill all of you. He says I'm gonna get in your shit. That's what he says. It's kind of lame. It feels like a Jotaro, like, yeah. It feels like a Jotaro line. He's
still working on it. Like he's
got the energy though, so I'm kind of still here for it.
You gotta respect you really gotta respect the grift, but he's like, yeah, that's a nice watch. It'll be really ugly after I break it, and by it I mean your face. And give me a second, I gotta try this one again.
And then he fucking stabs him.
Yeah, and then he stabs him with his knife. But he doesn't kill them, and he's never killed anyone. We're at the docks, at the wharf, and Kiryu...
The Shibusawa family has the Nikyo Consortium ship just completely surrounded.
There are so many dudes. There's like just 100 cars. They're all filled with guys. They all have guns and swords. They're ready to
pipes
fight. And pipes and bats and bat tattoos.
But Sarah isn't there.
No, he's inside. No, he's not. You're right. Yeah, he's not even there. The boat is bait. Sarah's a piece of shit. Kiryu and Nishiki show up, and Nishiki's like, "Can we even take these guys down? They look like they're ready to fucking kill everyone on that boat." And then Shibusawa is also there in the car. He makes like final boss fight face at Kiryu, and then walks.
He gets out, and he makes, are you having botherations face at them?
He flashes the very bottom of his tattoo at Kiryu just to like tease him for the final boss fight. He's like, "I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take my jacket off. You're gonna see what I got down under there." Ooh. Kiryu is ready to single-handedly fuck up the entire Shibusawa family, but there's actually a cool like big fight scene.
There's a big fight scene where the Nikyo Consortium pops out. They start shooting at Shibusawa's family, but they fire back, and they pretty quickly overwhelm the Nikyo Consortium.
We get a shot of Makoto hooked up to an oxygen tank with the world's most chill doctor who's totally fine with what's going on outside. She like looks out the window.
Explosions and gunshots and screaming.
I mean, like, no one's gonna hurt a doctor, so it's fine. It's fine. Then Kiryu and Nishiki are ready to just take them on by themselves. However, remember that truck rental place? Well, it looks like Kashiwagi decided to rent a fucking truck.
Yeah. The fucking out of nowhere, the Kazuma family storms in. They've got boys hanging off the sides. They're throwing Molotovs at the Shibusawa family.
Hey, Argyle. I'm not gonna edit this out. Doesn't the same thing happen in Yakuza Kiwami?
Yeah, it kind of does, yeah.
With the same boat and the same docks.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know why the end of this game does.
They knew that Kiwami was coming up, and they just
they really did. They're just like,
look, Yakuza 1, like, I don't want to spoil it for you, but Yakuza 1, like, also has the rail shooting on a highway segment. So they remade that for 0 so they could do it in Kiwami as well.
They really did. I love this game so much, but they really were just like, we're gonna make our job as easy as possible by basically recreating the climax of Yakuza Kiwami in 0 so that when people play Kiwami, we don't have to do it again. That's fine. Kashiwagi's driving a truck, and it's full of the Kazuma family. They're here to throw down. They have Molotov cocktails, and I'm like screaming and cheering and saluting like the crying Russian man. Kashiwagi is so good. Nishiki, for like the 3rd time in this chapter, is like, I'll stay behind so you can go and fight. I think this happens later, actually.
Yeah, that happens later.
Right. That's right. I skipped the entire fight scene is what happened.
Yeah, but the Kazuma family's going to take care of all the goons that are on the pier, except Kiryu and Nishiki also join in on that.
This fight.
Meanwhile, they want Kiryu and Nishiki to storm the boat and take care of, most of the guys who are on there.
This fight has everything. It has gun guys. It has sword guys. It's got the big couch men who hit you with couches.
Yeah.
It's got guys who throw bombs at you.
Yeah, it's got other just big, large men. It's got, knives and swords.
It's got all the things that make Kiryu fall over and go, ugh!
Yeah, so you beat up the guys on the pier, and then you kill a man with the sofa, and then you go inside the boat.
And you gotta fight
there's a casino room. You fight through the boat.
You gotta go up the stairs.
Yeah, you go up the stairs, and eventually Nishiki there's 2 guys come up behind you with guns, and they never advance on you, and they're just firing on you from back there. And Nishiki says, I have to stay here and hold them up, even though we're just hiding behind this pillar for 5 minutes.
Don't worry,
and they're
Kiryu.
Not doing anything.
Don't worry, Kiryu. It's a prequel, so nothing bad can happen to me. So you go on ahead, and I'll be fine.
Don't worry, Kiryu. I hear I'm one of the main characters in Kiwami, and I'm pretty cool.
I'm an important character. I got plot armor, Kiryu. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm a good guy in Yakuza 1, I think. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll be fine.
I'll be fine, Kiryu. It's okay. So Kiryu goes on ahead. There's some more guns and dudes and...
Yeah, you fight a guy, then Shibusawa's 3 nameless goons come up, and you beat them up, but unfortunately they chose to fight you in the place with the most deck chairs ever, so you just use beast style and you wreck their shit.
The ultimate trick for Kiryu is like, we need to find an empty void to fight him in. No walls, no floors, no furniture. This is the only way that we have a chance of taking Kiryu down, and then everyone has a gun. But we give the guns to the, we bring
after you fight the 3 like super goons, you only fight 3 guys after that, and you fight them all at once, and it's just 3 gun guys at the end of a corridor.
Yeah, that's like Shibusawa's final defense,
and that is the hardest part.
It sucks.
Just fighting 3 guys with guns at the end of a hallway. That's the last thing you do before you get to the final boss.
You'll never get past the final challenge before the final boss. 3 gun guys!
I have them at the end of the hallway. You have nowhere to hide, Kiryu.
No cover! It's just no cover shooter, Kiryu! I don't know why Shibusawa talks like Mark Hamill Majima. So we get to the end of the hallway full of gun guys, the final boss.
You make it up the stairs, and meanwhile, in the Dojima office,
he's become the freaking Joker. This is when the guys come in and he says, more bugs to add to my body count.
Like roaches to the slaughter.
And ring theory, once again, Majima needs to fight his way up to the top of the Dojima family office. Everything happens the same. You kill a peeing boy. We don't actually go into the bathroom this time. You do fight people in, like, I'm fascinated by Yakuza Kitchen, where, like, is there a Dojima family member who's just, like, the chef of the family? He, like, cooks the grub for everybody in the break room? Yeah! I want to know more about that guy. I want to play his game as Dojima's chef.
Cooking Yakuza. Yeah, it's like Cooking Mama.
Yeah, Cooking Yakuza. Cooking Kazumama. For Kazuma's in every video game. That's how smart he is. He's kind of like the final Pam He's just in every game. That's why he's so smart. We've reached the top of the building. You do fight a group of guys in the place where you humiliated Kuze for the first time all those chapters ago. It's so nostalgic. And then at the very top, it's Awano. He's here.
Yeah, in a separate, like, very extremely large room from the other extremely large big room where you fought Kuze in the first chapter.
Literally, when Dojima was constructing this very innocuous-looking office building, he said, all right, we're going to want to have one boss fight room, and then we're going to want to have 2 other boss fight rooms on top of that boss fight room, just in case. And there will be no furniture in this room. Like, it is just for a boss fight.
Yeah, there's nothing in here.
There's nothing in these rooms. Awano refers to Majima. He's like, good to see you. You're the sworn brother of Taiga 18 Count Sajima. Like, that's his nickname? Oh, man. No
a regular
spoilers.
Old nostalgia trip, even though that was
it was 3 years ago. It just
wasn't
happened.
that long ago, dude.
Yeah, it's not that long ago. Can you be nostalgic for something that happens 3 years ago? I mean, I literally just said that we were nostalgic for the beginning of Yakuza 0, so...
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
So Majima's like, you play it safe, and you're so weak, and you're an old man, and Awano's like, you're old-fashioned, you know, this is how Yakuza are supposed to be these days. It's all about the money and the flash, kid.
And then Majima says, what... yeah.
You know why I really joined, though, is because I like
hitting people.
I like hitting people.
Majima instantly gets people in this game to admit that they like to hurt people and not because Kuze said the same thing. He's like, I joined the Yakuza to beat up people who were weaker / stronger than me and try to lose at a bunch of boss fights. And then Awano is like, well, I'm only in it for the money, but just to keep it between you and me. I was mainly here to hurt people, but then I kind of lost the plot because once you get to the top, once you get to have that golf course in Curry and the fast golf carts,
it's a lot easier to just be the money guy.
You just don't feel good about beating people up anymore. And then Majima says, well, you could have a little fight with me. You can fucking throw...
And Awano says, well, it's been so long since I fought, you know, I haven't done any proper fighting in so long, you know, my tattoo's nearly faded, and he takes off his shirt and his tattoo looks brand new.
It's a brand new looking tattoo. It's a samurai with did you notice the peach? Like the perfect peach emoji? Like this is just
I didn't see the peach.
He's got like the samurai battle flag, and it's got the perfect Animal Crossing peach. Kuze's tattoo is a samurai who loves ass, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what it... Yeah, Kuze's got the fucking Buddha guy. No, I meant Awano. Awano, the thing that symbolizes Awano as a person is a samurai who loves ass.
Hell yeah, me too.
Yeah. we're all ass-loving samurai. Just like in the famous video game Ghost of Tsushima for the PlayStation 4. Awano takes off his shirt, and Majima takes off his shirt, and it's time for the not final boss fight. But it's he says, I won't let anyone hurt Makoto anymore. And then once again, Majima's never killed anyone, and he's like, I'll let you all meet up in hell.
Yeah, so you fight Awano. How's the fight?
It's fun. It's a good fight.
It's a fun fight.
I did fail a QuickTime event that meant that Awano just blasted Majima's face into a wall.
Fuck yeah. That's a very good QuickTime event.
Yeah. For the rest of the fight and the next fight, there's just a big hole in the wall now where Majima got his head smashed in. I'm assuming if you do it to Awano gets his face smashed in. So
no, if you pass the QTE, like, you dodge it and he still smashes a fucking crater in the wall.
Oh, okay. He just like, ow, my hand. Ow.
And then Majima's like, what the fuck? And he like shoves Awano away, and you get some heat out of it, but you don't do any damage.
That's all right. Yeah, it's a good fight. I guess we've never fought Awano before, but like, yeah.
We haven't fought Awano before because we fought Kuze 5 times.
Yeah, they really cut back on boss fights by making you fight Kuze 5 times and Awano once and Shibusawa once. But it's not so hard, especially if you're good at the game. So he goes down pretty quick if you let it. What happens next? I got lost in my notes.
Yeah, you knock him out, and he's on the ground, and you're talking again, because this is how the finales of Yakuza games go. It's just like shirtless, muscled dudes like
saying their personal philosophies. Yeah.
Yeah, so like Awano's like, I figured as long as people are like Cosmo around, I'll never get to people like
sniff at the top.
People like me are never even going to get any sort of power, so I just kind of resigned myself to being, the money guy.
Yeah, and then he's like, but maybe
if I was more of a balls out idiot like you,
Majima the balls out idiot.
And then Majima's like, maybe I'm not really an idiot, but I knew some people who lived like idiots and they died like idiots. Much.
He flashes back to Wenhai Lee exploding. First of all, when he says that Wenhai Lee died like an idiot because he had the audacity to try to use a car that had a bomb in it, he didn't know.
Yeah, Wenhai Lee came up with the whole, I'm going to murder a girl and change her face and, mutilate her face and put her in Makoto's uniform.
I'm not saying Wenhai Lee was, the smartest man alive, but he isn't, Wenhai Lee didn't die like an idiot. He died like a person who got killed in a surprise bomb in Majima.
Yeah.
And then he does also then talk about Nishitani, who, let's be honest, he did kind of die like an idiot because he got shot by a cop and then killed the cop in an epic way. So, but yeah, Majima he's met...
Majima's reminiscing, and he's reminiscing so hard that he doesn't hear the door open behind him.
Yeah, Laogui is here.
Yeah, but luckily Awano has had a sudden change of heart and jumps in front of a bullet meant for Majima.
He takes 7 bullets for Majima. Oh, well, can I say something very funny? Which is right before you fight Awano, he says Majima says oh, it's such a shame to see a guy like you become Dojima's meat shield. That's what he says when you walk into the room and he's there. And basically what Awano says before he sacrifices himself is, I'm done being Dojima's meat shield. I'm gonna be Majima's meat shield. And then he fucking gets killed by Laogui.
Yeah. So yeah, he gets shot and then he's like, hey, what the fuck? We're having a man-to-man discussion here.
Don't interrupt guy time, you fucker.
Come on.
We're having dudes rock time right now.
And then Laogui shoots him 6 more times. And he's like, what the fuck? Come
and then
on, not cool, dude.
Laogui really fucking Wolverines him with his claw.
Awano charges at him. And
he Logan Pauls him.
Yeah, he runs him through. He's got Wolverine claws now, and he just impales him. And then
rest in shit, Awano.
Yeah, rest in shit.
This is what happens when you just kill a random woman for no reason.
Yeah, remember how he did that? That was kind of fucked up.
Maybe is going to be not the last time that a character in this game looks back fondly on the life of an objectively horrible person. So, yeah, Dojima is now here also. He's in the room and he's like, I never expected Shimano's little special project to come and kick my ass, but now look what you did. You made me lose Awano, and now I've got to kill Shimano also. Which, good luck getting through that guy's skull. That guy... It'll take a full fucking magazine to get through his giant
you're gonna
head.
need a fucking jackhammer.
This is when
he's like a gorilla or a bull elephant. You cannot get through that with one.
This is when
pistol.
Sukiyama, who is recovered from the hospital, comes in and he said, I recommended Laogui to Dojima. He's the most expensive hitman money can buy. If you can pay him enough, he'll literally kill anyone. Which, can we have a chat real quick about Dojima's utilization of the most expensive hitman in Asia who can kill anyone if you have the money? So Laogui he killed a random guy in the empty lot and he made it look like an amateur job. Okay. He non-lethally shot Makoto Makimura.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 people that he was paid to kill in the game. And he also shot Kiryu twice, but he didn't kill him.
He shot Kiryu twice, but
this is a guy who could probably, like I said, you could kill, any member of the government, any business owner, any of the 5 billionaires. I swear, they're underutilizing Laogui's talent. And I'm not advocating the use of a hitman to kill these people.
Yeah, that's why Dojima can't be chairman.
Yeah, I know, because he's like, I'm using all of the money in the world to fund the world's most expensive hitman to kill one random dude and make it look like a a nobody Yakuza tough did it. And I think that's why Lao Gui is like laughing and clapping when he gets to fight Majima. because this is the real final boss.
Yeah, Dojima is like, hey, don't get sloppy, Lao Gui. Don't underestimate him. And Lao Gui's just like,
Lao Gui's, Dojima says, don't let Majima skip one of your phases, Lao Gui. And Lao Gui's like, I would never let that happen. So it's time for the final Majima's final boss, Lao Gui. I love this fight. It's a cool fight.
Yeah, we get a cool boss fight intro where he throws his Wolverine claw needles at the Majima dodges, and he goes to punch, and then Lao Gui does a fucking flip over him. It's cool.
So he has three phases.
Yeah,
First phase,
he starts with the needle claws. He can throw those, and he can block pretty effectively with them. He's not. I don't really have very many notes on the boss fight because I just fucking killed him with breaker style.
That's the same thing I did. So if you hit him hard, like his second phase is that he pulls out a sword and a gun. But what happened for me is that he pulls out the sword and the gun, and then he immediately does a quick time event and throws it at Majima because I beat him up so fast that I literally skipped this phase and the game didn't know what to do. So he's like, now I've got a sword, and now I don't.
Yeah, it's got some pretty good QTEs too, where he's like, he swings the sword and he nearly shoots Majima, and then like Majima manages to get the sword from him, but he just shoots the fucking blade of the sword off.
Yeah, and then you go into the third final boss fight room that Dojima had built, which is like this gigantic marble room.
Yeah, Lao Gui tackles you through the door.
No furniture, empty room.
No furniture.
Giant marble columns. What is your life like? What is this room for, Dojima?
Usually, look, these are the rooms where he watches Takeshi's Castle.
This is the room where he fucking sets up his own Takeshi's Castle to do himself. He's like,
all the only things in this room, there's one like giant projector screen, and then he has Lao Gui move an armchair in here, and he just sits there and he watches Takeshi's Castle.
He's like, and there's the lily pad challenge where you have to jump across and some of them fall in the water. And then this is the big sumo pit where large men will tackle you. And check this one out. It's a series of doors and they're made of paper, but some of them have solid walls behind them. Bet you will. Don't run too hard into them. And then yeah, like you beat Lao Gui and then you have to shoot Dojima with a water gun. And if you do, you get 1,000,000 yen. Yay! So
Yay!
Final boss fight, mano-a-mano, hand-to-hand combat, Green Beret style like Decker with the Lao Gui and the giant empty marble room. Once again, if you use breaker style, the fight wins itself. He was not ready for someone to break dance at him.
You use either breaker style or the bat nunchaku.
Yeah, bat nunchaku, the unstoppable death move that no one can stop.
Yeah, he's the most expensive hitman in Asia, but he cannot. Nobody can stand before the bat nunchaku. I wish that you could. He just kind of.
I wish that you could mod Majima into another game. Like, I want to see how Majima's bat nunchaku would take down Ornstein and Smo. Like with no effort. Like Orphan of Koth, just one shot. Fucking Sword Saint Ishin from Sekiro. Like, yeah, you can parry any of his attacks with bat nunchaku. It's no big deal. But yes, you defeat Lao Gui, and
you drag him all the way across the two boss fight rooms back to Dojima's office.
It takes like 10 minutes to walk to his office. That's when like no whatever spoilers were at the end of the game. Who cares? When Sarah shows up later, the reason it took him so long was because he's walking with a cane and he had to cross the two boss fight arenas. What is going on with your life, Dojima? But yeah, you drag him in. Lao Gui is he's become the freaking Joker too, because he's laughing and loving it, and Majima keeps like kneeing him in the face 100 times. And then Dojima like pulls out his gun and shoots the wall because he's a fucking useless idiot and he can't do anything, including shoot.
And Majima's like, oh, you wait your turn, baby.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be here for you next.
I'll come for you next, bitch! I don't know if this Majima voice is feasible, seeing as how we're gonna have to do it a bunch for when we get to the next game. But we'll see how it goes. that's before he can shoot Majima. Masaru Sera shoots the gun out of Dojima's hand. It's one of those classic moments where the gun flies out of his hand and then the camera pans out and you see who has the gun, and it's Sera, and he's here, and Dojima fucking
says, Sera!
Yeah, I love how he says it. He's so mad. He goes, Sera! Oh my god, his day has been fully ruined. Like, oh my, the reason that the end of this, the reason the end of this game is as good as it is because the whole last bit of the game is just Dojima fucking seething with rage. Yeah. I'm literally angry with rage. Back on the boat time. We've
yep. Meanwhile, in the Eco Consortium ship.
Yeah, on the famous boat, Shibusawa's like, I see.
You were just a punk, but now you've nearly become a dragon.
You
could
level
say
1
you're
thug.
like a dragon.
You're like a dragon, Kiryu. I see what Kazuma saw in you. Kiryu says, I don't understand anything. Stop using big words and let's have a final boss fight. And then Shibusawa's like, Doctor, take Makoto's there, by the way. I don't know why she's like with him, but he's just like, Doctor, you can move her. I'll kill her later. And the doctor's like, okay.
All right, bye.
Go for it. You live your truth, Shibusawa. And then Shibusawa's like, okay, now let me explain why I'm the villain of this game, and I promise you it won't be dumb.
I want to surpass Kazuma, and you as the heir to Kazuma's ethos. You symbolize that, and I will kill you and surpass him. I don't want money or power. I just want a legacy. And you see, my father, he was the aide to a
sad substrate music starts playing.
He was the aide to a politician in the Japanese House of Representatives, and his boss took all the credit for my father's hard work. But then eventually he was busted for corruption, and my father got thrown in too, and he killed himself.
And then my mother's an entirely different story. She worked at the Cabaret Grand, and she was hit by a roving street racer gang, and then my
brother Tsukiyama.
My brother Tsukiyama, and then my sister was, she had another tragic backstory. She was a real estate operator, and she was good, but then she realized she was corrupted by the money game. Do you understand, Kiryu? It's all circles.
My aunt was going for a drive with her husband, and they got hit by a street racing punk.
They followed the rules perfectly legally, Kiryu, and that's why I always wear my seatbelt. But that's not important. What's important is that
the limit of a man trying to make it on talent alone.
The whole time Kiryu's just like checking his phone, like he's not even paying attention, but he's like, and I need to beat you so I can become the legend, so I can become the dragon, so I can get a cool name for myself. And then Kiryu's like, wait, you just wanted a cool title? And he says, yes, literally, like, I'm not joking right now, listeners. This is what he says. He says, like, I just need a cool title, and I want to write my legend. And then Kiryu says, who writes the legend in the blood of others? You've killed so many people, like Tachibana and Oda. Oda, you killed Oda, Shibusawa. And he, like, flashes back to Oda's dead body like it mattered. Like, it's good that he died, Kiryu. It's good.
And then Shibusawa's like, so what? Kazuma was a hitman. He killed a lot of people.
And it's like, wait, can we?
And I think you'll remember he's the one who dragged civilians into this, which, like, kind of, good point.
Kiryu, can we rewind? Do you remember what Makoto said that Oda did? Can we really just, like, you don't need to feel bad that he killed Oda. It was good that he killed Oda. Like, that's the one
whose blood tipped the brush for his script, huh, Kiryu?
You killed my best friend Oda, who's never done anything wrong!
We write in other people's blood. That's the Yakuza way.
That's the
and I aim to pin my title in yours.
God, they're having, like, completely different conversations right now. It's so good, though. And then, he's like, isn't it weird that Kazuma's morally gray, Kiryu? Then...
He takes off his shirt. He does all that. God. He takes off his shirt. And he also has a dragon tattoo.
Same tat.
He says,
and then they just wave
"You're
at
not
each
the
other
only
and
one
leave.
with a dragon on your back, boy."
Yeah. Kiryu says, "I don't give a shit about what tattoo you have. But also,
I'm gonna kill you, surpass Kazuma, and then become the Dragon of Dojima.
There can be only one. I love when Kiryu says, first of all, this is literally the reason that they're having a final boss fight, and the reason that Shibusawa has done everything is so he can be called the Dragon of Dojima, so he can take Kiryu's iconic nickname that he gets. But Kiryu literally says, like, what a stupid reason for a final boss fight. It doesn't matter who's the Dragon of Dojima, but also there can be only one. And I'm like, Kiryu,
you can keep the cute nickname, but there can only be one dragon, is his exact words.
So good. He says, it doesn't matter about what you're called. I only decide if I like it or hate it, and right now I hate your face. Final
and I still kind of like it because I'm a sucker for the two dragons.
Two dragons chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're mortal enemies and they're gonna punch each other until one of them can't move anymore. Final boss fight. I love this fight. This fight's cool. So Shibusawa uses like kind of his own versions of Kiryu's style. So you start out and he's doing rush style, and he has the like bobbing and weaving dodge. So it works best to fight him with rush style. I think.
Yeah, I always match his style.
Yeah, it works the best. And then of course when the fucking fight transitions are like the most brutal, throwing each other down the stairs, into stairs, over balconies, like they are just hurting each other so bad. It really is like this is like a top like 5-star wrestling match, honestly. Like you'd be fucking freaking out when the fight spills out into the crowd and they start hitting each other with chairs, like what happens later.
Like they dump each other over the railing of the deck and onto like a lower deck that is just covered in fucking deck chairs.
And then and a sign that says, "You know what it is, bitch. You know what it is, bitch."
And Shibusawa says, "Yes, I do know what it is." And he picks up a deck chair, and he has his own beast style, and he can swing the deck chairs and pick them up.
Yep. And you can swing them too, so you better. And then if you've upgraded your heat move power, you can get through this phase very fast. Because you can just hit him with a chair.
I did this phase in a few seconds.
Yeah, and then they fight. They throw each other back up the stairs, and I've played this game twice, and I've watched this scene multiple times, and it makes sense when you watch it. But then you finish playing the game, and you think to yourself, did Kiryu and Shibusawa throw each other up the stairs? And the answer is yes. How did they do that?
Yeah, they did. It's really cool.
So good.
It's cool though. It's not even a QTE though. Like you don't have to press any buttons. It just happens.
You just get to watch them throw each other up the stairs. And then final boss fight at the top deck. He's kind of using like brawler style kind of.
He has like a red aura. I use dragon style.
Oh
at
yeah,
this point.
hell yeah, yeah, dragon style all the way. I mean, you would have used dragon style if you had it, coward. So
what do you mean? I did have it.
Did you play?
I'm on New Game Plus, idiot.
All
right. Of course I have it.
I forgot that
I've done all the real estate before.
Yeah, get out of here. So yeah, dragon style, double finishers, fucking twist counters, beat him up. Job done. Goodbye, Shibusawa. And then Kiryu's just
it ends with a long like QTE of you just beating shit out of him.
Face in. Yeah, you just punch him in the face 1 billion times, and then he's on the floor, he can't move, and then he's like, Kiryu has once again a flashback to all the people that he's hurt, including Oda. Once again, Kiryu, it's fine if Oda's dead. He was a very bad person who did very bad things to many people. And he also tried to kill you with a gun, Kiryu. He was gonna kill you and Makoto, so stop having Oda flashbacks, Kiryu. It's fine. And
Shibusawa says, well, if I've learned one thing from Kuze, you can fight me like 4 more times and I'll be good. So like,
you better kill me.
I haven't lost yet. You better kill me. You better do it in one shot.
Dude, Kiryu's about to do it though. He's ready to fucking kill him.
Yeah,
with his fists, by the way.
Like slams him in the face. Like we get flashbacks to again Oda and Tachibana. Not Oda.
Kiryu, I done unspeakable things to Makoto Makimura, and now I'm gonna have to kill you to silence it. but remember me in the final boss fight and think back fondly on our time together. I gave you business cards, Kiryu. He's like, yes. He's nodding. Oda gave business card. Oda's friend.
Oda friend.
Oda
Oda
friend.
good.
Oda
Love
good.
Oda.
We love Oda. Can only remember one thing about everyone I know. So he's about to murder Shibusawa with his hands, and then before he can, good sweet friend Nishiki tackles Kiryu, and he says, Kiryu, no! Once you kill someone, you're stained black forever, just like in what they said about Taiga Saijima. Do you get the parallels, Kiryu? Do you get it? And we won't kill anyone, but if we ever have to kill anyone, we'll do it together, Kiryu.
We'll do it together. We'll be holding hands, and we'll do
be
it together.
holding hands as we
that
kill them. That's so weird. I just think that the sentiment is very good. Like, they're brothers. If they ever have to do it, they'll do it together, right? But the sentiment of I don't know, Kiryu has to kill a guy for whatever reason, and Nishiki's like, we'll do it together, brother. I'll always have your back. We'll kill a guy together. And then
we'll fucking bury him.
Yeah,
we'll have a good time.
Kiryu Nishiki looks at the camera and says, if we ever have to kill anyone, we'll do it at the same time. And then he says, do you get it? And then I say, yes, I get it. And then the camera just pans out and you see the carnage below of just an ocean of dead bodies at the bottom of the boat.
It's very strange because it's a still shot.
No one's moving. They're all dead.
Yeah, it's a JPEG though. Like the fires aren't blazing. There's not really any sound. It's clearly, it looks like a flashback shot, but it is.
Yeah, it's like the manga style cutscenes.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's it. That's it for this part, and now we're back.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, everyone's dead except for Shibusawa because Nishiki said it's killing bad. But sometimes killing good. Just if you do it with your brother.
Yeah,
I've often talked about on Jurgen It with Sam that if I ever have to kill anyone, I expect him to join me and with our third older brother to do it all as a family.
Yeah,
brotherly bonding. Back in the boardroom, Sarah says, Majima, are you gonna kill Laogui and Dojima? And Majima says, why are you even asking? Of course I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them and I'm gonna love it. He says, I'm gonna love it.
It's gonna be fucking cool. It's gonna be
so fun. And then Sarah says, no, Majima, Makoto
What if it isn't cool or
What
sick?
if Makoto doesn't... I know Makoto told you to do it when she was epic, but what if she regrets it? Because that's a debt you can never pay back, and her hands will be clean, but only because yours are soaked in blood, and you'll be giving her an unpayable debt. And then Majima says, who gives a shit? And then he pulls out his dagger, and he's like... And then he does the classic, we love it, where he goes to stab Laogui in the face, but then he stabs right next to his head. And then Laogui once again has become the freaking Joker ×2, and he's like, he's loving it. I'm honestly kind of jealous of Laogui that he's taking it so well, like he's having the time of his life right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good. Majima has never and will never kill anyone in Yakuza.
But yeah, I like this speech from Sarah. Like it's good and kind of goes back to that theme of the value of a human life and all that.
Yeah, it's the question of whether you have like what happens when you kill a person. That is the central one of the two central themes of Yakuza 0 is do you have what it takes to take a human life? You can never give it back, and you can never once you're a killer, you can never live that down. It's good. It's a theme. It's a theme, and a theme in my shirtless men punching video game.
Themes.
They're not just for great book reports, folks.
Sarah's not even shirtless.
No, Sarah's wearing a shirt, and he's espousing his personal philosophy of killing is bad sometimes.
And then unless I do it.
Yeah, unless I do it. And then he explains that Makoto woke up off screen, and Kashiwagi's taking her to the hospital off screen. Dojima finds out at this moment that not only did Makoto not die, but it means that that Sarah also owns the empty lot. He tells Dojima that the era of the Dojima family has ended, and then he explains a big plot hole to me, which is he also says, I own the empty lot now, Dojima. Standing offer 100 billion yen. Yeah. But he explains to Majima and Dojima that he's gonna take Laogui. He's like, Majima, now you know that he won't get a quick death. We're gonna take him to the hole and keep him forever as our insurance policy if Dojima ever steps out of line. And then what I said to my CinemaSins Jeremy voice is, but if Lao Gui is in the hole forever, then how are they going to clear Kiryu of the murder charges?
I don't know.
Because no one takes the fault.
They gave him to the police for just a little bit, and then they're like, we're going to take him back. Thanks.
Yeah, they're like, we're the Yakuza, we can kind of do whatever we want, so do you mind? They just had Marina explain to the cops that, like, it wasn't Kiryu, and that, don't worry, he's making No, it wasn't that. She's like, well, look, I'm a cop, you're our fellow cops, and don't worry. Like, yeah, Kiryu did kill a guy in an alleyway, but he's making us so much money, so, like, just don't ever arrest him, okay? And the cops are like, okay, whatever. What's one murder?
Right.
Yeah, that's fine. It was just some rando. And so that's basically everything wrapped up in a neat little bow. Sarah tells Majima, he's like, you did it. You saved Makoto, even though you really didn't, and you didn't really do anything for Makoto in this moment. And then Majima's like, who gives a shit? I was used again, just like Shimano. And then Sarah says, well, I love this because Majima's like so pissed off because he feels used. And then Sarah's like, look, I know you feel used right now, but can I use you in one more way? Can I just use you? Can I do one more favor?
Yeah, you do me like a favor real quick,
fucking
man.
Guy, he gives Majima a gun and he's just like,
do you know how long it takes to walk across those boss fight arenas? I need you to do this for me, please.
I need you to do, he's like, I know I've used you like 3 times in this game now, but once more for the road. Can you just take this gun to Shimano, tell him that I know what he did, and deliver him the message to take responsibility for betraying the Tojo clan? And then he hands him the gun. And then Majima just goes back to Shimano's dinnertorium, his like his fucking special boy dining room.
Yeah. Saga was there, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?
Hey, good to see you. Hey, you
here to shoot Shimano? What the fuck?
Yeah, you gonna kill him?" And then he's like, Majima explains that Makoto woke up and Masaru Sera now owns the empty lot, and their whole plan fell apart. And then Shimano gets the look in his eyes of, "Oh Jesus Christ, I'm dead now."
You mean Sagawa?
What did I say? Did I say Majima?
You said Shimano.
Oh no, Shimano's fine. Sagawa looks at the camera like, "Uh-oh." Oh boy.
Oh
no.
He doesn't seem too upset about it, but he's like,
oh
whoops.
Oh
shit.
I think at this point Saga was like, well, that's not great for my personal
All right,
plan.
well, Shimano's in there. He's speaking with the head of Omi Alliance HQ.
Yeah.
Just kind of working out the deal. But I guess that's all over now.
Before Majima goes in, Shimano, who held Majima prisoner for 3 years, made him make lots of money, tormented him, literally tortured him multiple times. It's like, Majima, we had some fun, all things considered, didn't we? you old scamp. He like gives him a noogie. He's like, come on, come here, Majima, bring it in, give me a.
And I say, yeah, we did. I love you, Sagawa.
Yeah, Majima smiles and he says like, oh, I guess we did have fun times. I guess you did hit me in the head with a baseball bat and make me try to kill a random blind woman oh my god. You're swallowing a bug on live on the podcast. Oh god.
You okay?
I got bug in my craw disease. Holy shit. Holy fuck.
No.
Wow. Well, that was fun. I'm not editing that out. This is the episode where I swallowed a bug. Oh god.
Yay. What kind of bug was it?
It was a little fly. It's been buzzing around. I've been trying to discreetly take care of it, and it decided to kamikaze my throat.
Nice.
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
Owned.
Yeah, really. Live on air. I've never had that happen before. Oh yeah, so Majima goes into Shimano's dinnertorium, and he's like, Majima, check this out, and he eats like 3 donuts in one bite. He just really knows how to eat. I'm gonna go get some water, so I can wash the bug down, and I'm gonna
I'll just explain all the sweet food tricks that Shimano.
Yeah, just explain the sweet fruit tricks. I'll be back in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, so we learn here that Shimano is actually the one who taught Majima the shuffling a sandwich together like a deck of cards technique, and he does the same thing, and he gulps it down. He does it with a bigger like deck of ham and bologna and lunch meats and bread, and he swallows it all in one bite, and his neck like extends, and you see the sandwich through his neck, and then he swallows it, and it's all gone, and he says yum yum, and then he has donuts on every finger, and he's juggling them, and he juggles them directly into his mouth.
He's like Revolver Ocelot, but with donuts. I'm back. We're just gonna call this episode the one where Jordan swallowed a bug.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Yeah, so then Majima he delivers the message. He's like, somewhere in the Tojo clan, this plot thread really never mattered to the story that much, but I'm gonna remind it one more time that somewhere in the Tojo clan there was a person who wanted to hand the lot over to the Omi Alliance. Would you happen to know anything about the Shimano? Because
Sarah says that he wants the Shimano family to take care of it.
And then Shimano grabs the gun and he looks at it for a second and then he points it at Majima and he's like
well, but before he does that, Majima he spins the gun around and gives it to Shimano and he's like, as for me, I'm a family man through and through.
Oh yeah, and then he's like, oh, a family man, well that'd be great, I could kill you and say you did it. And then he like points the gun at Majima and then
Majima's like, yeah,
go for it, whatever, I don't give a shit
anymore.
But I'm the Joker now.
After I'm dead, just tell Sajima I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then, he says, tell Saejima I'm sorry, and then, he turns the gun and shoots the Omi Alliance, HQ leader in the face and kills him. I cannot believe he did this. I can't imagine the ramifications of what he's just done, but it is never brought up in any of the other games. It seems to me like Shimano killing a high-ranking member of the Omi Alliance would probably cause a war, but whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and then he shoots him dead, and then he says, well, Sarah got my answer, and I had nothing to do with it. Yeah. And then this man has his shirt on for now, but he explains his personal philosophy to Majima.
Yeah, he says, look, when you're trying to climb the ranks, you always got to think a step ahead, but if you want to look down from the top, it's only the end game that matters.
You want to go see Avengers Endgame, Majima?
Endgame, it's the only one that matters.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the other ones.
I just knew there was one that everyone was going to talk about, so I wanted to go see that one. And then he just says,
Kazuma and Sarah, it don't matter if you get the world if you lose it the next day. In 10 years' time, the Shimano family is going to be on top, calling the shots.
In Yakuza 1... the Shimano family's gonna be calling the big boy shots. And then he says that he's got Goro Majima, the world's greatest weapon, on his side. And then he basically just says, go nuts, have fun. He's just like, I'm gonna unleash my Joker boy on the world and just see what happens. Fuck around and find out. 1 month later.
Let's fucking go, dude.
1 month later. They're at the Tojo clan headquarters, chair room. The chairman chair. They call him the chairman because he's the one who sits in the room with all the chairs.
Yeah.
Argyle, for 100 points, what is this guy's name? The acting chairman.
Fuck, I don't know, man.
Right? What's this guy's name?
I don't fucking know his name.
It's the acting chairman. He's the guy with the cane who isn't Sarah.
Yeah.
And he's an old man.
The acting second chairman. He's just fucking humiliating Dojima. He's like, wow, Dojima, you kind of suck. You lost all 3 of your lieutenants.
Dojima is so owned in this scene. I love it.
You lost a ton of money on the Kamurocho revitalization project, and then you won't even get to head it. Wow, that sucks for you, huh?
Isn't it embarrassing for you, Dojima? By the way, Masaru Sera is now the acting chair, or now the chairman, the 3rd chairman of the Tojo clan. My time in the clan is almost done. And also Dojima.
No, he doesn't say that. He says Masaru Sera is the captain of the Tojo clan.
Oh, yeah, which is weird because he's the chairman of the Tojo clan. He says he's the clan captain, which I think is possibly just a mistranslation because we know Masaru Sera is the 3rd chairman, and they've been talking about chairman the whole game. And if you're the captain,
well, I think it's more that just like he is going to be the next chairman.
I guess
like
so.
That's
yeah.
Like he's the captain. Very soon,
clan.
Like the acting second chairman will be out, and then like Sarah will take his place.
Yeah, and then he's like, and Dojima, don't forget, be a good boy to Masaru Sera. Make sure you're a good little servant to the man in charge now because you fucked up.
Yeah, and
so
Dojima,
bad.
You're his guardian.
Yeah, he's so mad. He's so pissed. We get Kiryu, we finally, for the first time, get to see fully high glossy 3D rendered Kazuma in this scene. We have not actually seen him in the entire game, besides, like, pictures. He's like, juiced out of his mind, like, with his sweatpants, and you can see, like, both his cheeks sticking up. And he's in prison.
Yeah, he's like hanging like got his, over like, the chair.
He's got his Louis sweatsuit on, and Kiryu's like, I'm sorry, Kazuma. Kazuma first apologizes to Kiryu for putting him through all this. But Kiryu's like, I'm here.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
You're a great dad, Kazuma. Kiryu says, I've got to report something. It's something you're not going to like. And he's like, I think you already know what it is. And then he says, I do, Kiryu, but we're going to keep it a surprise for the next scene. So good to see you.
Yeah, for the next 30 seconds, you'll be wondering, wait, did I miss something?
See you in 7 years, Kiryu. See you in the next game. And then we leave the prison to never see Kazuma again for a whole nother game.
Wow. And then we are inside Serena.
Mm-hmm. Costume change.
Costume change, but we're not going to talk about that quite yet. Kiryu's sitting at the bar. He's just hanging out. And then Nishiki storms in. He's like, what the fuck? Dude.
You've rejoined the Dojima family? Like,
fucking stupid.
Everything they did, you're joining the Dojima family? Like, there's a whole family of the cool guys who like you, Kiryu. Why aren't you fucking joining them?
And Kiryu's like, I need to make things right. I need to make things right, and this is how I'm gonna do it somehow.
It's because I need to own Dojima forever is the real reason. He's like, if I'm in the Dojima family, I can just be mean to the captain forever. Like, he'll always be mad because I'm always gonna be there.
Kazuma wanted me to just be a civilian. Like, he wanted me to get a real job. That's why he put me in Tachibana Real Estate in the first place. But I said, fuck it.
Nishiki, good news. I've given all of my tenants the deeds to their own properties, and I've donated all my billions of dollars to them, and they can use it as they wish. And that's what I've done with the real estate. And also, it will never be mentioned in other games except in passing as reference to Yakuza 0 as fun little Easter eggs. Goodbye, real estate forever.
Yeah, but he mentioned he's going on and on about like something about making things right for God knows what.
Yeah, I don't know why he's like, talking about this.
I'm gonna make things right. I'm gonna forge my own path, separate from Kazuma's. I'm gonna be my own style of Yakuza, which is to say like the only good one.
I'm gonna be the Yakuza who's really bad at it always, and I never really know why I'm a Yakuza except so I can be like strong, I guess. Speaking of,
I don't know.
And then he
gets up, he puts on his suit jacket, and he's like, "Hey, check out the new duds."
You want to describe his suit for us? What's Kiryu's new fall? His new
it's like look. It's gray. It's a gray suit and like pants and jacket with like a burgundy, like sort of a dark like crimson shirt,
collar so fully popped.
The like pretty fresh shoes, like some sort of like leather.
Yeah, they're like kind of patterny, like they got some sort of texture on it. Cool suit. Wow, cool suit, I say.
Cool suit. Nishiki
hates it. He's like, first of all, that white suit made you look like the biggest jackass, and I loved it, and it was such a good suit. But this suit sucks, and it's not you in any way, and it's already on the cut is like already on its way out. And then Kiryu says, you know what, Nishiki?
I like this suit. This one just kind of spoke to me.
Yeah, he says like, this is the one that I decide what's me from now on. And then
it's pretty sweet. Like it's like maybe it doesn't fit me, but you know what? I decide who I am from now on.
I love this. And then Nishiki says, but what about you'd look so good in like a crisp black suit? And then Kiryu says, I don't get that one until Yakuza 6 at the end. But I'm not really feeling black. I love this. He title drops the chapter. He's like, I'm not really feeling black or white these days.
I think the next time I'll wear a suit is Yakuza 1, Chapter 3, A Funeral of Fists.
Oh, yeah.
That's the next time I'm going to wear one.
He's like, Nishiki, I'm not feeling black or white these days. I'm kind of a centrist. I like to see things in the middle. I don't work in extremes, so that's where I'm at in my life.
I'm wearing a purple tie for bipartisanship.
I'm wearing a purple suit for fucking bipartisanship.
In parentheses, red plus blue.
Yeah, red plus purple. Blue equals purple. Fuck you, Kiryu. Just kidding. We love you, and that's not what you said. And you did give all of your money away, which is good. Oh, that's right, because Nishiki says like, oh, Kiryu says, you've done so much for Nishiki in this game. I'm gonna repay you everything you've owed me. And Nishiki says, well, for a start, why don't you take me to this nicest...
Well, before he says that,
right, I forgot the best line in the game.
They're talking about the suit, and Nishiki's like, okay, well, fuck it. See if I care. Wear it for the rest of your life. I don't give a shit.
For every fucking game in the rest of the series for all I care. And Kiryu's like, he smiles and he says, you know what, Nishiki? I think I will. And then Nishiki says, treat me to the finest steak and we'll call it even Stevens. And then Kiryu looks at me and he says, he says, "Sorry, Nishiki, I have no money left. I gave it all away." And I'm like,
I've only got 11 billion yen in my pocket.
It's like I invested it all in myself, so I'm broke. I got she says I got shaken down on my way in. I lost it all. And then Nishiki's like, all right, let's go. And he kind of like grabs Kiryu. He's like, you're a little fucking scamp. Let's go play some Super Mario, and we'll hang out. And
that's fine. Yeah. I love my boys.
We love these boys so much. I will do everything in my power to protect them. Final 3 scenes of the game, kind of. Majima is oh boy, you got to describe Kiryu's look, so I'll describe Majima's costume change. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, Majima went from tuxedo with no bow tie, a casual cabaret grand with a ponytail, eye patch. He is shorn his hair, so he's kind of got like an undercut now.
Yeah.
He is wearing a ludicrous snakeskin jacket.
Hell yeah.
It's the most...
No shirt,
no shoes, no service, except he does have shoes. He's got his... I think he was wearing them with his Cabaret Grand outfit, but he's wearing
wearing the same shoes with the metal tips.
Yeah, the metal-toed shoes. No shirt, that's so important. He's still got his... he doesn't have his crazy eye patch yet, but he's still got his eye patch. I think his pants are just like black pants. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, they're like leather.
Yeah, they're like... Pants. Oh, yeah, they're like crazy leather pants, that's right. But he's still kind of normal when he's talking to Sagawa, where he's like... Sagawa's like, I never pegged you for the fucking crazy guy. I always thought you were straight and narrow. But he likes it. Sagawa loves it. And he offers Majima a cigarette for the road, and he's like, it sure was a ride. And Majima says, I hope I never see you again, piss boy. I hate you. But also, I appreciate you much like Wenhai Lee and Nishitani, my other role models for my Jokerfication, that you are so tenacious and you never give up and you're just such a fucking lunatic all the time. And I'm gonna live like you, and I'm gonna go my own way in life, and that's why I'm going to be.
They have one last smoke.
Yeah,
it's nice. I like this scene.
And then if you go online and you look,
I feel like half of my goodwill towards Sagawa is just this scene where they're just hanging out.
I like that if you ever go up online and you see all the people go, why is Majima crazy in the next game? And then there's a scene where Majima explains like 3 times why he goes crazy in the next game. And it's just him saying, I'm gonna fucking go crazy in the next game.
I'm gonna go fucking bug nuts, balls out.
Just for fun. Just for fun.
It. Yeah.
Just like, why
not?
I
just want to have fun. Fuck it.
Yeah. And then everyone's like, but Goro Majima is so straight-laced, and why is he crazy in the next game? And then he says, Sagawa, you taught me how to be crazy, so I'm gonna be crazy in the next game. And then Sagawa looks at him and he says, go nuts, tiger. And then Majima walks away and Sagawa gets fucking murked.
Sagawa gets fucking annihilated.
It's so funny because Majima leaves, and then a group of Omi Alliance guys, you see the badge and it says like they're wearing Omi Alliance name tags, just turn him around and he's like, welp, and then there's just a
time
gunshot.
To go.
Yeah, and then there's a gunshot and he dies. Rest in shit, Sagawa. Drinking piss in hell with Iwano.
I will miss him. I like Sagawa.
I know, he's such a piece of shit, but he was fun. It was a wild ride with him. Makoto time. What's up with Makoto now? We get to find out.
So Makoto and her nurse are being like harassed by some goons in Kamurocho.
Yeah, come to the club. Let's shoot some adult vids.
Come on, let's go shoot a porn video.
Yeah, Makoto slaps both.
We'll have some hot sex.
It'll be so cool.
And then what the nurse is Makoto slaps them both, and she's not afraid of men anymore, which is cool because she's grown as a person and she's learned to be brave or whatever. And then the woman, she's she tells the woman oh, you go get help, I'll stay with these guys. So she runs away, and then Makoto's there with the 2 creeps, and then when Majima's there, he walks up to them, and then Makoto looks at the weirdest man that she's ever seen in her life, but she doesn't recognize him because she didn't ever get a look at his face or hear his name. Majima's not talking in this scene, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the one Yakuza's like, wow, we could shoot a video and you could take a turn. And then Majima
you want to turn with it?
Majima,
we'll make lots of money off the video. And don't you know? Hey, girlie, don't you know who this is? This is the legendary Majima.
And then Majima just blasts them across the fucking world. Like he once again does a Devil May Cry juggle combo on him. And they're just destroyed. The nurse comes back with help, which is, I guess, Makoto's doctor instead of, like, you know, someone who could help. But it's fine because the Yakuza are already dead on the pavement. Without a single word, Makoto says, like, oh, don't worry, doctor. This guy saved my life. He saved me from these dudes. And then Majima's, like, just grabs this doctor and pulls him away, and he's like,
hey, is that...
dude.
Do you love her? Is that your girl? Are you into her?
Do you love her?
Tell me how you feel about her.
And then the doctor's like, he like makes a fist, like he's like,
those fists tell me that you're ready to fight for her. Well, I need you to do something for me. This is Majima voice now, because I was voiced by Mark Hamill. If you love her, you gotta Christian marry her and have 3,000 children and tell her how you feel. Do that for me.
Come on, if you love her, stop being a baby about it.
Tell
You've
her how
known her
you
for
feel
like
and take her out.
you've known her for like a whole month.
I'm not going to talk about
tell her.
I'm not going to talk about
tell her.
I'm not going to talk about the ethics of a doctor dating his patient. That's weird, but this is what we're going to do now. I don't like Majima voice because it hurts my throat.
I'm
trying not to do it.
The doctor is just like, well, okay, I'll go. I guess I'll tell her. And then Majima just turns his back and walks away from Makoto. Very sad. But then the doctor walks up to Makoto and she's like, what did you say? Or what did he say to you? And then he says, well, actually, could we maybe talk about something later? Are you free for like lunch? And then Makoto takes one more look at the weirdest man she's ever seen her entire life. And then he walks away and disappears into the crowd. And that's the credits. But the game's not over yet. There's 2 more scenes.
Game's not over yet. Well, yeah, first, the credits give us, like, a short history of, like, what happens with the major players in the empty lot incident. We won't go over those, because a lot of it's just, like, this is what happens at the beginning of Yakuza 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then...
Oh, we also do get that Kiryu... We get, like, kind of a longer one for Kiryu. It's not longer, but it's just, like, it's like, oh, he is in more than just the next game. He doesn't just die.
Yeah, Kiryu's in 6 games.
And then at the end it says his current whereabouts are unknown.
I think I know exactly where Kiryu is. I think he's probably in the city where he lives in and is in it every game, but okay. Okay, yeah. Yakuza. Credits. Oh boy, this scene. So Makoto has brought a giant bouquet of flowers to the empty lot. She's kind of talking to Tachibana.
I guess Tachibana doesn't have a grave.
I guess they buried Tachibana in the empty lot. I guess that's what. Sure. Yeah, Kiryu and Nishiki just showed up with some shovels and just stuck him in the lot. I mean, hey, I guess it works thematically.
God, when they dug up that thing for the fucking construction project, there's just a fucking corpse there.
Yeah, no, the thing they build on the empty, whatever they build on the empty lot is just eternally haunted by the ghost of Tachibana. Dude, I love that. That's canon now. That's Yakuza canon. He's there. Makoto's kind of having this very sweet and very sad conversation. I do love, it's a little kind of dark comedy humor where she says, like, I can rest easy. I think back on all of the people who helped me, you know, Kiryu, Lee, San, Masaru Sera, but there's one guy who I never got to thank, and I don't even know what his name was or what he looked like, and he helped me, and we went through so much together. And then she's like, catches herself, and she's like, you know, I guess I shouldn't complain about this to you because you fucking got murdered in this whole situation, but you know, she's just having this very nice scene, and then she leaves the flowers, and then what happens?
You hear a tune.
You hear a little music box tune.
You look, it's coming from under the dirt.
She does have to bury. She has to have to almost dig up her brother to find out what's buried there.
She digs in the dirt for a little bit, and she finds a little package.
And what?
She opens it, and it's her watch.
It's her watch. She gave it to Majima, and Majima fixed it, and the only person who could have known about the watch who had it was Majima. So she knows that Majima's looking out for her, even though she never knew who he was, and she's, like, crying. And
I'm crying.
And everyone's crying, and then she, you know, it's very, very sweet, and then she's crying, and she thanks the stranger who she never knew who he was for looking out for her. And then... As everyone's drying their tears, last thing in the game, very end, Majima or Kiryu's like walking down the street in Kamurocho, fucking Receive You is blasting, the theme from Yakuza 0, and then...
Yeah, Majima's walking down the street as well. They meet.
This is the first time. Yeah, you're always like, you're like, when are they fuckers gonna meet? And then you beat the game and they still haven't meet, and then finally, the very end, the last thing that happens is Majima walks
lock
up to Kiryu,
eyes.
yeah. And then Majima, it's the Kill Bill sirens play, and then Majima says, and I'm just gonna edit in the line so we don't, but we can both take a crack at it where he just goes, Yo,
Kiryu-chan!
Kiryu-chan!
Yo. Kiryu-chan!
But we'll have the man himself say it, so you all know how it's done.
Kiryu just
He fucking makes smirk, and then Majima says, "Coming soon, Majima everywhere, Kiryu. I'll be everywhere." And that's it. We did it. Yakuza 0.
That's it. That's
we
the end of
fucking
the game.
beat the fucking game. We did it. Oh my god. It took us 18 weeks, I think, because we did. Well, we missed.
It took us like 20 weeks.
20 weeks
because we
skipped 2.
We skipped like 3 weeks,
and then we did. I think. We did a double
Actually,
episode.
I think it was 19 because we doubled up on one and we skipped 3 weeks.
Oh
we
my
had
god!
17 chapters.
What a game! Oh, wow, we did it, and it only took us.
No, wait, it was 20 because we did Pocket Circuit.
We did
a
Pocket Circuit episode. Oh man, that's Yakuza 0.
5 months.
5 months of our life, but Yakuza Kiwami is only 13 chapters long, so it'll only take us a little over 3 if all goes well.
Yay!
That was it. I love this game so fucking much, and also I want everyone to know there is so much of this game that we didn't touch. There's so many side stories. There's so much extra content. All of the training missions we didn't do. Remember when we were like, we'll talk about what happens with the dragon and the tiger later. We never did.
Yeah, and then we didn't.
No,
we just didn't do that.
There's
fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Plenty of content for you if you ever want to play this game. It's always on sale. It's always under $20. It's like,
oh my god, it's on every platform.
It's like the best game. You get so much for your money. There's just so much to do. I just cannot recommend this game highly enough. I know we've like summarized the whole plot, but like you got to see it for yourself. Like if you're gonna play any game in the Yakuza series, play Yakuza 0. I beg of you. It would make me would make both of us very happy if you played it.
Like,
and
I personally like, I think I like 2 more, but I think 0 is definitely like, if you're just gonna play one, it's gotta be 0.
And then you're gonna play 0 and you're gonna be a convert, you're gonna want to play all of them. That's the thing. That's the trick. But it's just such a good game. Such a good story. I love it, every second of it. Even the parts that I complain about are just bangers. All right. We've been going on for a long time, but we got some questions from our listeners. They have some good ones. And if you have a question, you can look on our Twitter, twitter.com/podcastgagotoku. I make a post every week before we do the chapter, and that gives you a chance to leave your questions below, and that way we'll answer them on the podcast. We've got 3 this week. The first one says, it's from Stephen Moore. It says, who would you rather have drop you off at the airport, Majima or Kiryu? Kiryu knows how to drive, as we learn later, and he's like a good driver, so he always uses his turn signals. So I definitely say Kiryu is the right choice. I definitely don't trust Majima behind the wheel of a car.
Absolutely not.
This is an interesting one from friend of the show, Mike_Dawson. It's from Dan, and he says, what were your 5 favorite things in this game? It can be plot beats, sub-stories, minigames, characters, or even just fun little touches. 5 favorite things. Not Pocket Circuit. I loved, my 5 favorite things. Pocket Circuit, JCC, the fucking porno vids. No, I'm just kidding. What 5 favorite things?
I'm just gonna list my 5 favorite softcore vids to watch.
Yeah, I liked Reika. I liked Kuze. Okay, let's 5 favorite things. Fighting Kuze the first time. Fighting Kuze the second time.
Fighting Kuze the second time.
Third time. Okay, let's say
every time it just keeps getting better.
What are your 5 favorite story moments? Let's go with that. Or you know, here's what we'll do. Here's what we'll do. Dan has offered us 5 things: plot beat, sub story, minigame, character, little touch. That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Favorite plot beat, I think, is Kiryu and Nishiki fighting the guys together, and they rip off their shirts for the first time and they show their tattoos. That's like
I like time. Kiryu like stating to Kuze that he's gonna fucking rip apart the Tojo clan with his bare hands.
Oh my god. Favorite sub story, and You are welcome. If there were any that we missed, you're welcome to share those. So I don't think that we've missed anything major.
This is
a hard one, right? What's your favorite sub-story? I think my favorite sub-story is probably... Oh, this is so hard. It's hard. I think I love the whole Miracle Johnson saga. That was like when I first played the game. That was the one that like completely transformed me from like this game
really
is fun
good.
to like, oh my god, this game is hilarious and I love it.
I think maybe like the Bonton Hunter.
Bonton Hunter is very fun when you, I think it's especially fun when you get the context. What's your favorite minigame?
Minigame. Ooh.
And you can and you can choose arcade game if that's your style.
Yeah, that's a tough pick.
It's hard. I think I really like bowling, and I've said this before.
I like karaoke a lot. Disco's good. Bowling's good. I like the home run derby.
Yeah. Favorite character?
Majima's really good in this game.
I think I love rough around the edges Kiryu so very much. He's still the same dumbass that he is in all the other games, but he's even dumber and even younger. So I think Kiryu is just like, my god, what is this little man? Who is this? And fun little touch. What's the favorite fun little touch? You know what I think is really fun that is like a feature that I don't think we've ever mentioned, and it doesn't matter in any way, shape, or form, is, and I think you can do this for both Cabaret Club and Real Estate Royale, is that you can talk to like Yamanoi and he can just change the color of the room.
Yeah, you can do that with Cabaret as well.
There's no reason.
You have to unlock it with completion points, but
I love it. I love that you can just. I made mine like a cool minty green, and I thought it was a very nice. Color.
I think the minty one's pretty good. I like the red one as well.
Yeah, it's nice stuff. I also love how messy Kiryu's apartment is. It's the apartment of a 20-year-old who does not give a shit, barely ever even goes home.
Favorite little touch.
Yeah.
I don't know, the people who hand out pocket tissues on the street.
Oh, those people are so annoying, but I do like it, and I like it how often you'll accidentally be bothered by them. Last question of the week from friend of the show, Audrey, at Optimum on Prime.
Optimum
on Prime is how I think it's pronounced. I've never had to say it. Did you cry? Yes.
I'm not really much of a crier. To be honest.
It takes a very special game to get me to have tears, but this one did. And you know the funniest part is that I had one ghostly tear when Kiryu put on his fucking stupid gray suit. I was like, "This is it."
I love the gray suit.
But yes, the watch scene gets me every time.
I didn't cry. I think.
Okay, President Trump, Mr. I'm too cool to cry.
I think in better circumstances, maybe I would have just like, if I were in a like, it's easier for me to cry like really early, like late at night, like
if you
past
like
1 a.m.
You're completely by yourself, and you're in Tachibana's Jo special Jo room with the big speakers and the big screen, and no one's around. And you're just fully washed over. Let the emotion wash over you.
I mean, if I had played this like late at night,
yeah,
I probably would have, like, where I'm in a more emotionally vulnerable
The first
state,
time I beat this game, I beat it. It was like 3 a.m, and I woke up the next day at like 6 a.m. for class. And I went to class, and I was like sitting in class, and I was like, Majima left the watch. And I had to like keep myself together because I was just thinking about the watch scene again. And while I was like sitting in fucking chemistry class or whatever at 7 o'clock. Yeah, those are all of our questions. Thank you all very much for sending them in. And thank you all so much for listening to our episodes. Thanks for listening to our playthrough of Yakuza 0. It's been a wild ride. We're ending the podcast. This is the last episode. I didn't tell you this now. I'm just kidding. But we will be back with Yakuza Kiwami. You know what? We're going to go straight into Yakuza Kiwami next week, but I have an announcement, everybody. I'm not playing Yakuza Kiwami on the podcast.
Yeah, he's skipping straight to Yakuza 2.
No, I'm not playing Yakuza Kiwami because I'm playing Yakuza for the PlayStation 2. I have already acquired my copy, And do you know we had a discussion about whether or not I should do this. And I realized that means I have to.
You didn't realize until after I brought this up.
Yeah, that means I have to play the dub. I to make sure that my copy works. Because, sometimes PlayStation 2 games, you get them, they're old. My copy was still wrapped, by the way. I somehow got a new copy of Yakuza 1 for like $20.
Amazing.
So I got to unwrap a PS2 game, which who gets to fucking do that ever? I booted it up to make sure that it works, and without, we'll talk about it next week when we start Yakuza 1/Kiwami. The dub. This is not my Kiryu. I don't know who this man is. It was...
Who is he?
He's just some guy. He's like, I am the dragon of Dojima. My name is Kiryu Kazuma. And then he's like...
Fuma Oyabun.
Oh, God. Okay, so that's the announcement. Big announcement. I will be playing the PS2 version of Yakuza released in 2005. I am absolutely beside myself. I'm super excited to talk about the dub. Argyle, that means you're
still gonna be playing Kiwami.
That means you get to tackle Majima everywhere by yourself. I cannot help you.
Pocket Circuit as well.
And Pocket Circuit by yourself. So good luck with that. I've managed to weasel my way out of it because see, you're the dub crew on Pot of Greed, but now I'm the dub crew.
Yeah, kind of a reverse.
Just for this one game, and I'm making a promise to all of our listeners, I will never be playing a dub again. Like when we get to Judgment and when we get to Yakuza 7 in 100,000 years.
We get to Fist of the North Star, which does have a dub.
I will be playing them in Japanese because I don't do dubs. Which is why
same. This is the one. This and like JoJo are the one thing, like the two things that I'm like a hardline sub only guy on.
Yeah, I'm like these. I mean, this is not my Kiryu. So we'll be there next week. We will be plugging away at Yakuza 13 chapters. Thank you all so very much for listening. You can find us on Twitter at twitter.com/podcastgagotoku. That's podcast GAGOTOKU. Our website URL is yakuzapod.com. Thank you all for listening. Feel free to share podcasts with any Yakuza fans you know. Let people know. Spread the word. Give us a review. Why not? You can find me at twitter.com/bradipusrex. Argyle, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Argyle_funk. You can also listen to my other podcast. It's called Pod of Greed. It's about Yu-Gi-Oh! You can look it up on Twitter at Pod of Greedcast. That is POD of Greedcast. We are about to start the final arc of season 5, and it's everybody's gonna be there.
Cannot wait. Congratulations on finishing Capsule Monsters. From the 2 episodes of that I watched. I hated it, and I'm glad that you don't have to watch it anymore.
It's good.
You can find me on Jergin'. That's secretlifepod.com. That's a Secret Life of the American Teenager rewatch podcast where we get very angry and we hate it, and we're doing fan fiction now because we finished the show. You can also find me. Me and Max of Pot of Greed started a new bi-weekly, every other week, not twice a week, that would be awful, video game music showdown podcast called Slappers Only, which we've been talking about doing for 1,000 years. But I don't.
It's good.
We did our first episode on Wind Waker. It rules. We don't have a URL or anything, so just go to our Twitter at Slappers Only Podcast, and or Slappers Only Pod, twitter.com, and that'll have our first episode. And it's
a good show.
I'm loving it.
I'm gonna be on.
We're gonna have Argyle on to do Yakuza. I think we're probably going to have the way we do it is it's like a showdown tournament style where we find the best song.
I'm threatening to be on every single episode of every game that I like.
I think we're gonna force you to. We're gonna pit all of the Yakuza karaoke songs against each other to figure out which one's the best. Is our idea for what we're gonna have you do, at least for your first episode.
I would love that.
Anyways, that's Flappers Only, but this is Podcast Gagotoku. Once again, thank you all so very much for sticking through our Yakuza 0 episodes. We will be back with Yakuza Kiwami /Yakuza for the PlayStation 2. Be there,
and
be
Jordan,
square. Yes.
Could you tell me, what does Kiwami mean?
Kiwami, as we find out, it means extreme. Thank you, and good night.